Hello, hello, golfers. Willow Springs Country Club in Wilson, North Carolina. That's where I'm playing today. Pretty simple course. It has it's cost about 15 to 18 bucks, depending on Golf Now. Real cheap course to ride. Greens are in okay condition. They're not fast. They're what you'd get out of a $20 course. But nonetheless, somewhere to get around and hit some golf balls. I've been playing since I was 2. Never had a lesson in my life, really. Maybe a couple in high school when I played on the high school team. But I'm a bogey golfer. I haven't played very much, maybe once a year for the last 10 years. I'm going to start playing about once a week. This is my second round since a year of playing. So just really trying to get my score lower by not thinking of the two things that I've been thinking all my life when I play golf is mechanics of the swing and the score. That's the two cardinal sins, you know. So out here I'm just trying to have a stress-free, nice, slow, relaxing swing just to play and have a good time. See if I can drop my score down into the 70s on the regular by playing and practicing. That's what I intend to do. It's what my content is going to be intended for. I've been trying to figure out what on earth to make YouTube content about. And so we're going to stick with golf because I've been playing all my life and I love playing it. And I like making videos, so why not film golf and tracers? Because golfers like watching it. They like watching tracer shots. I mean, I do. And I enjoy watching amateurs more than I actually do watching the PGA Tour. It's the only sport I watch, too. I don't watch any other sport. Just golf. But not really put a priority on it. Just family and that kind of stuff. But got to go ahead, play once a week. See if I can get this sorted out. Got my driver, and I shouldn't have done that because I haven't practiced with my driver. What I'm trying to do is play the shots that I know how to play, and using the driver when I haven't practiced very much with it, probably not a good idea. In the first few holes, you can tell that. My short game is atrocious right now. There we go. Pull it out. Pull the driver out. That's it. Hit the ground first with the ball, then let it rise. I don't know why I keep pulling that driver out. I think by the 6th hole I finally give it up and play some smart golf. Even in the moment, when I'm like, alright, we're not using the driver. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. You get to that first hole and you're like, yeah, let's get the driver out. I don't know what I'm thinking. But you know, I'm hard-headed. I've been hard-headed all my life. That's why I always think of swing mechanics and the score up to this point when I've been preached and preached and preached, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, manage the course. Not a bad shot here. It bounces right past the pin, but I hit it too far and it goes to the other side. Definitely not thinking about the swing mechanics on today. I'm just swinging. Just swinging. I am going to try to use my iPhone later to record instead of the camera that I have because the contrast, I cannot change the brightness, the dimness, and it's having an effect on the shot tracers and seeing that golf ball. And so some of these shots you don't see because it just doesn't pick it up on the camera. my contact ball striking though this day, just because of not swinging, thinking swing mechanics was awesome. You can hear it in the audio that I'm striking it really nice. But I don't hit very far when I do it this way. When I slow my swing down and I am just nice and relaxed, the ball does go straighter, but it doesn't go as far. But you know what? Distance and how long you hit it is a myth in golf. You don't have to be long. All you got to be is consistent. And that's what I'm trying to do. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Now that one wasn't a bad shot, but it was pushed off right there. But still can't figure it out because it didn't feel right. I think I hit it off the toe. I hit a drive maybe right now with this kind of thing going on, probably 240, maybe. Oh, that was a nice little punch right under the trees. I did that just perfectly. And I'm finding out slowly to loosen my grip up, and I figure this out by like hole 17. That's what I've been doing all around to hit that because I'm just nice and relaxed, right? Stress-free golf. That's what we're trying to accomplish out here. And I think the first step to admitting, the first step to playing some good golf, or at least starting that process, is to admit you're not a professional and you're not Tiger Woods. Great chip right there. That was awesome chip. I pulled out the lob wedge instead of that 54 and was able to get her up there close. But, admitting that you're not a professional, admitting that you're not going out there and hit perfect shots, and when you can admit that, then you can actually probably start dropping your score. Because I did that, and I had a way better time.
I'm videoing you, Dad.
My kid, man, I had no idea she was moving the camera around. She was like,
and then he walks it,
moving it around the tripod so there.
Like that one.
They're hilarious.
That was a good one. I got it.
I don't have a sand wedge. I'm trying to get this out with a 54, and it didn't happen. That's my struggle right now. Is when I get into a bunker, I cannot get out because I don't own a sand wedge yet. Probably going to start using a lob wedge. A 60 degree. I've seen somebody else, that's all they use is a 60 degree out of sand, so I've got that. I'm going to try that. Oh, that was such a good putt, too. Such a good putt. Nice 2-putt from that range. I'm extremely happy with that. Not the double, but I'm extremely happy 2-putting from that range. And that's kind of what you got to do. You got to pull the positives out of golf, right? Quit looking at the negatives, because negatives are going to happen in golf, period. They always happen. It's inevitable. That they do happen. It's a game of misses. I think Bobby Jones said that. No, Ben Hogan.
No, you have germs on it. I'm gonna take.
I don't have a rangefinder. Don't own one. I pace off right now everything from where I can find markers at, and that's kind of how I'm playing. Rangefinder is in the works for later this year, maybe Christmas.
See, there's no more ice. Just want to eat ice. Dad, aren't you gonna get your ball?
5-iron.
We had a thing. We're gonna have a thing now. You get really hot, or I get really hot. We'll have
60 to the center.
Till it's done.
So
okay?
5-iron.
But you must put it enough.
Let's try that again. 5-iron, 160.
Don't say you're really hot like a minute later. You have your drink to finish first. Fine. So, don't just gobble it all up. Save it when you're hot. I'm taking it all out. And this is kind of my room, so I'm just sharing it.
I have never thought this much on a golf course, ever. And I'm really trying to determine the distance here and calculate what I think I might be hitting. So I got a 5-iron out, trying to hit it 160 yards. And that's about what my distance is. I'm trying to keep the kids out in the way, too.
good hit. Hit the green, went the back side of it. I needed to go long though. I think long's okay. Yeah, that's good.
3, 2, 1. Can't do that.
Excellent par. Very good up and down for myself, since I'm not a really great putter. I was happy with that.
Up and down, that's 2. All right, hole number 9, 4 iron, since I'm not hitting my driver or the flip. 420.
So this hole was interesting. From that same spot, I hit another 5 wood for a practice shot because that was pretty far out. I was like 220, 225 into the green. This is an awesome chip shot, by the way. I hit it perfect on that bank. Stopped the kill of it and stopped it from rolling so far. Just popped it up there nice. Can't putt or the flip, but you know, I can chip. It burns the right edge of it. Still trying to figure. I think I'm going to loosen my grip up too on that putter because I think the same thing is happening with the putter. All right, now this hole, par 3, 177 yards. I got a 5 iron in my hand. It looks wider from back here than it does when you get up to the green. That green, with the shot that I've got right now that I'm trying to pull off, I would have never pulled off had I known it was that narrow up there. I mean, it's probably just 10 yards wide on the green. Like, ridiculously small. It's more long ways than it is wide. It's one of those kind of things. This ball here, when I hit it, it goes and hits the right side of the green, but it banks off down the hill, right? So it pops off, and it's kind of a muddy, real thick grass down there. I actually lost this golf ball, and it hit probably 10 feet, just on the outside fringe part of the green, and kicked right. So it was a really good shot, and it was pin high. I toss a ball down. I'm like, yep, because it bounced off, and I was kind of frustrated, but I didn't realize what I was dealing with when I hit this. Now, this one did hit the same, almost same spot, but didn't kick right. It just sort of rolled a little right, so it just barely rolls off into the heavy stuff. But I would have never pulled this shot off had I known that was that narrow
really
when I got up there, because it's crazy looking.
Still don't see it. I thought it would have been somewhere around here on the side. I've been looking for like 3 minutes. That's gonna be a fun putt.
I just didn't hit it. I wanted that one so bad. So bad.
My threes are heating me up. Guys, a little quieter. Guys.
Okay, here's a good example of getting mad about a shot,
I don't have a sandwich. I
thinking it goes in the bunker and it didn't. So my result was way better. I tried to go around the bunker. I didn't want to chip it over the bunker, so that's why this went way that way. I was trying to take it out of play. Probably should have used lobwood and just popped it over. But again, I hadn't practiced with it very much up to this point, so I'm just trying to play shots that I know how to play. Another good putt, just didn't get it there all the way. It was right on line. 2 putts now, right on line that just didn't get in there. That would have been an awesome par save, though. But now you can see I'm not using my driver. We're starting to play a little smarter. Shots are going a little better, relaxing up a little bit. It's just something for 41 years playing, or not 41, but playing for so long with the mindset, trying to change my mindset now on the course. It's so difficult to do, but I'm fighting. I'm trying to just not think about swing mechanics. I'm just trying to shoot and play shot to shot, because you can always have one good one that'll save the whole entire hole. Okay, this is a really short par 4. I did dog legs right, really hardcore, right past that tree, and I was trying to hit it left. That's why I'm on the right side of the tee box, but nope, we go right, and I have to now punch it. Now, the right side of this, what I would have tried in the beginning was try to go to the flag instead of what I just did was punch it out. I would have tried that little hero shot and ended up triple bogeying it. So I'm trying to play stroke shaved here, not stroke game. Meaning, instead of taking a triple or whatever it would have been trying to jump up around, punch it up under and go over a bunker through that little gap I had, I come out with bogey. All right, this is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing, and this is the most embarrassing thing in golf, right? There it is. Oh, the ladies' tee box. First one I actually film around, and I don't get it past the ladies' tee box. So that's cool.
It's mine. I'm sick.
Now this shot right here is when I figured out my grip starts to loosen. I'm like, that was just a nice, easy, I let go of the club a little bit, and I do the same thing right here. But I'm figuring out real late in the game, that my grip's just too tight on that club. I hit 2 golf balls. One was a practice. I figured I'd practice a little bit with the second one. But, of course, I'm playing my first one there. Yeah, there goes the chip of the day. Nice little poofy. I mean, I've had some good lag putts there in the round. It wasn't terrible. as far as lag putting, but the short ones, man, are killing me. Now this is like I'm hitting a 9-iron here at about 140. Pin's probably like 5 yards past that, but I did not want to put anything else in play. I wanted it about center of that green. Anyways, best shot of the round right here.
Easily the best shot of the day. Went right over it. That was such a clean hit. Loose grip, loose grip. Of course I figured on the 18th hole, I'm gripping too tight on the club. That's what's been killing my every shot out here. Too much tension when you grip it.
Well, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys have made it this far, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a whole lot more of this coming. About once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, I'll be uploading a video here. But that's an 89 right there in the bag. Breaking 90, stress-free.
That's a lot of more pars than I had the last round, for sure.